Hello everybody and welcome to the K-Maps channel, and we are back with another episode of Kay Kritiques where we discuss all things South African television. Today we are diving into Outlaws season 1 episode 15 to 18, and child, we have a lot to dissect, so let us get straight into it. So in the previous episodes, we left off with Leruo shooting with Sihle. He was panicking because he just realized what it means that Sihle was dead at Okabeni farm, the fact that he was involved in her parents' killing, the fact that he just shot her, and he is Bandile's sister, the man that he was sent to assassinate, right? Luckily, Tseole was there to help them run away to Lesotho because he was literally about to get them caught because of his panicking. As soon as they get back home, Leruo tells Moretlo what happened, and obviously now Moretlo realizes that they are in deep trouble. And Sihle, on the other hand, is rushed to the hospital and she goes into surgery. It's touch and go, critical but stable. But guess who shows up at the hospital? Kwanele and his dad. And I'm like, why? Didn't Sihle dump you? Like, why are you here? Because your dad is literally the reason why all of this is happening, because your dad is the one who gave up Okabeni farm to the top 4. Sihle, the nurse who's also Sihle's friend, calls Leruo and alerts him of her condition. Leruo is able to relax knowing that at least Sihle is still alive. But when he hears that she is in a critical condition, he rushes off to KZN to go and see her. He arrives there and he sings for her and she wakes up. When he's back in Lesotho, Moretlo, his mom, literally convinces him to break up with Sihle. And I honestly agree. Their relationship is not going to end well. I don't think that any good is going to come out of this because firstly, now he knows the truth. So why would you then keep on having a relationship with this person unless he's going to tell her the truth of who he is and what he's done and then start on a clean and honest slate? But if that's not the case and that's not what he wants to happen, I don't think that they should be in a relationship, honestly. Leruo actually listens to some reason, listens to sense, and he breaks up with Sihle, but he breaks up with her over text. He texts her and is like, I don't think I can see you anymore. And what does he do? He cuts off all communication with her by throwing away the SIM card in the river. And I'm like, man, didn't you memorize her number in that other episode? So even if you chew up the SIM card, even if you bury it somewhere where nobody will ever find it, even if you throw it away in the ocean, you still know her number off by heart. So why are you playing yourself? I understand him breaking up with her and I was totally 100% behind that. But what I didn't get and what I'm not in support of is the fact that Leruo, after breaking up with Sihle, then tries to go back to Nyakalo. Didn't you say you don't love her and you broke up with her? You've already embarrassed her enough and you don't love this girl. Just leave her alone. But then anyways, he goes there. He finds out that she is now with Tlali. After that, he goes on this alcohol binge and he sleeps with this other lady. Okay, you just broke up with this person. I don't think that he has the right, or I don't condone the fact that he did that, where he is using women to get over another woman and using them to numb his own pain, because at the end of the day, women are not rehabilitation centers for men. Tlali, I really don't know what's going on with Tlali. Like, honestly, Tlali stresses me out because he's such a wild card. But anyways, Tlali and Nyakalo's plan of taking over and stealing the gang members from Leruo's gang actually works. He has his own crew now, so he's the one who's going on raids, even though the top 4 told him to slow down a bit. They don't care. He tries to get Leruo to join him. Leruo obviously refuses and wants nothing to do with cattle raiding. And the top 4 kicks Moretlo out. So Leruo and Tseole actually decide that they're gonna go to Gauteng to meet up with Tseole's friend Addington in Johannesburg to become miners, because Addington is living it up. he's making bank while working in the mines in Joburg. Sihle goes on a quest to look for Leruo because she simply cannot accept the fact that Leruo broke up with her. She's like, no, you're not just gonna leave me like that. She first goes to the farm where he claimed he worked. He goes there and the owner's like, I don't know a Leruo, I've never heard of him. So what does she do? Instead of stopping her quest, while she has a gunshot wound, mind you, she decides she's gonna go to Lesotho. She lies to everybody, her family. She decides that she's gonna go to Lesotho. And when she goes to Lesotho, while she's at the border, they miss each other. He's in a taxi headed to Johannesburg and she's in her car headed into Lesotho, and they don't see each other. So I don't know where the writers are going with this. I honestly do not know where the writers are going with this. Okay, Leruo breaks up with Sihle because of the information that he has. It's damning information, mind you. Sihle and Kwanele are practically back together. Sihle is supposed to be moving back in with Kwanele's family in a couple of days, but here she is to go and look for Leruo in Lesotho. Like, she's literally planning the wedding, but then she's going off to look for Leruo. It's true what they say when they say the heart wants what it wants, but it's about to be a mess. On the other side, Okabeni, we have Bandile. Nolwandle wants to sell the farm. Bandile is very conflicted because as much as he loves his family, he also wants to keep his parents' legacy alive. The farm is all he knows. It's the only thing he knows. He grew up there. Their child is growing up there. So for him to be able to decide to sell, it's a huge decision. I also hear Nolwandle's point of view, where Nolwandle wants to keep her family safe because after them coming after Sihle, it was a hit on Bandile, and everybody kind of guessed that. These people are after you, Bandile. We are all in danger because of this war between the Masutu and the Zulu people. So rather we just leave this life behind, move somewhere else, sell this farm. He's conflicted, but then he decides that he is going to sell the farm and that they're gonna be talking with the real estate agents and stuff like that. And yeah, guys, that is Outlaws episode 15 to 18. Honestly, what do I think of these episodes? Honestly, at this point in time, I literally do not know where the story is going. Everything that I predicted so far has not happened. I actually thought that Sihle was gonna find out about Leruo and that was gonna be the big conflict, but he now just shot her. And Tlali and Nyakalo are together. Tlali seems like he's thriving. He's the head of the gang. His dad is in the top 4. But I don't understand why he wanted Leruo back in the swing of things. I know that Leruo was talented and was able to pull off a lot of raids. But if you want to do this and you're literally stealing Abantu Baga Leruo, why do you want to include Leruo unless you now want to be the one calling the shots and undermine him at every chance you get and humiliate him? I honestly don't know what's going on with Tlali. If you guys remember, in my first ever Outlaws review, I had guessed that Tlali was going to be the one who is going to spoil everything, that he was going to go on a raid and they catch him and Leruo was going to come and save him, or Tlali was going to be the one who gives up the information, or Tlali was going to be the one who finds out about Sihle and Leruo's relationship and then use it to threaten Leruo. But Leruo's moving to Johannesburg. He's leaving the cattle raiding behind, and Sihle is going on a wild goose chase to go and look for somebody who's not even in Lesotho. And they were always in the forest. That for me, they were always in that dang old forest by the creek every single time they met up in Lesotho. Does she even know where he lives? But I think maybe they did have some chats that were not written into the script. Maybe she does know where he lives. But yeah, guys, those are my thoughts. I honestly do not feel like Bandile should sell Okabeni Farm. I mean, I don't think he is gonna sell because that's literally where the plot point is happening. If there is a way for Leruo to come back. Maybe they're gonna make him like this mining mogul in Johannesburg, and he's finally gonna feel ready enough to come back and be like, Sihle, I'm a changed man, this is what happened, but I've changed, I've left that life behind because I love you and I want to be with you. And then because he already knows that she lives Okabeni, that's how they're gonna find each other. I'm not feeling these episodes because they broke up my ship. I don't know why they made Leruo and Sihle break up, or why they're making Leruo move to Johannesburg, because that is gonna make it even harder for Sihle to find him. But anyways, those are my thoughts. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.